There was a poor merchant named Abdullah who lived in a small town and sold vegetables and fruits in its market. He earned his living with difficulty, struggling with high prices, taxes, and expenses, but accepted God's decree and destiny, thanking Him for the blessings of health, security, and faith. One day the king of the country arrived at the market in his luxurious attire, surrounded by guards and ministers. The king was a tyrant who oppressed his people and amassed wealth, loving pride, glory, and fame while despising poverty and humility. The king saw Abdullah selling his goods at reasonable prices, smiling at customers and speaking kindly. Surprised, the king thought, "How can this man be happy when he is poor? Does he not envy me for my money, position, and honor?" The king got off his cart, approached Abdullah, and asked, "What is your name, man?" Abdullah replied, "My name is Abdullah, my lord." The king then inquired about his earnings, but Abdullah simply said, "I do not calculate my earnings, but I am satisfied with what God decrees for me." The king became angry and questioned Abdullah's satisfaction with his fate. He asked if Abdullah did not want to increase his livelihood or feel envious of wealthier people. Abdullah calmly responded, "No, my lord. I do not grieve for what I missed, nor envy those who have more. God is the provider and the distributor, and He knows best what is right for His servants. I trust in His wisdom and mercy and hope for paradise and forgiveness from Him." Infuriated, the king accused Abdullah of ignorance and weakness, boasting of his own wealth and success. Abdullah wisely replied, "Happiness and success do not come from abundance of money and prestige, but from obeying God and thanking Him. God looks at hearts and deeds, not images and money." The king, in his fury, offered Abdullah wealth, position, and honor if he would repent from his ignorance. Abdullah advised the king to fear God and work for the hereafter, refusing the king's offer. Enraged, the king ordered Abdullah to be imprisoned and tortured. Despite his suffering, Abdullah remained patient, praying to God for mercy and victory over injustice. Meanwhile, a war broke out with a neighboring kingdom. The enemy, stronger and braver, defeated the king, killed him, and seized his kingdom and wealth. The enemy found Abdullah praying in prison, listened to his story, and was amazed at his patience and faith. The enemy released Abdullah, giving him money, clothes, and food, advising him to go home and continue obeying his Lord. Abdullah returned home to his joyous family and friends, thanking God for saving him from the king's evil. He lived in happiness and contentment, increasing in obedience and gratitude to God. After some time, Abdullah passed away and with God's mercy, entered paradise. The lesson of this story is that contentment and acceptance of one's fate lead to true happiness and comfort in this life and the hereafter, while greed and envy bring misery. God is the provider, knowing best what is right for His servants, rewarding the righteous with patience, gratitude, and the best of rewards, while punishing the unjust with calamities.